Did Mary, the mother of Jesus, have other biological children? This question has sparked centuries of debate, but the answer is hidden in plain sight within the word. To find the truth, we must go beyond surface-level readings. In Mark 6:3, we find the names that often lead to confusion. Isn't this Mary's son and the brother of James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon? Aren't his sisters here with us? At first glance, it sounds straightforward. James, Joseph, Judas, and Simon are called brothers of Jesus. But does Scripture use this term biologically here? To answer this, we must let Scripture interpret Scripture. We will use a parallel gospel study, aligning the accounts of the women at the crucifixion. By aligning Matthew, Mark, and John, we can clearly identify who the mothers of these brothers actually were. Let's look at the first two accounts. Matthew 27:56 mentions Mary Magdalene and another Mary, the mother of James and Joseph. Note that she is not called the mother of Jesus. Mark 15:40 perfectly aligns with Matthew, identifying this same Mary as the mother of James the younger and of Joseph. Again, she is distinct from the Virgin Mary. Matthew and Mark both established that James and Joseph have a mother named Mary, but she is never called the mother of Jesus in these lists. So who is she? John 19:25 gives us the vital detail. It lists Jesus' mother, her sister, Mary the wife of Clopas, and Mary Magdalene. Now let's align them. When we align these accounts in parallel columns, the identification becomes undeniable. The Mary identified by Matthew and Mark is the Mary identified by John. Mary, the mother of James and Joseph, is Mary the wife of Clopas. This means James and Joseph are the sons of Clopas, not the biological sons of Mary and Joseph. By following the scriptural breadcrumbs, we see that James and Joseph belong to the household of Clopas. They are close relatives, not biological siblings of Jesus. It's a distinct family unit. This identification is the key that unlocks the confusion found in common tradition. But there's more evidence in the New Testament. Consider the opening of the Epistle of Jude. He identifies himself as Jude, a servant of Jesus Christ and brother of James. This is highly significant. Jude does not call himself the brother of Jesus. He identifies himself by his relationship to James. Why? Because they share the same biological mother, the wife of Clopas. Now, 3 of the 4 names listed in Mark 6:3, James, Joseph, and Jude, are strongly and explicitly connected to the household of Clopas, not the Virgin Mary. Simon remains less clearly identified in the biblical text, and as students of the Word, we must not go beyond what is written. However, history offers a supporting witness. Hegesippus, a 2nd century writer, identified Clopas as a relative of Joseph and mentions Simon, son of Clopas, as a later leader in Jerusalem. Beyond the names, we must also address the linguistic context. The term brother has a much broader meaning in scriptural language than it does in modern English.